and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and I'm here with
Anthony.
And today, I know it's been a while, but I'm back.
The new Sneaky Link.
This is my loving partner of 2 years. So today, with the help of my fancy drink that Anthony here made for me, we are going to be discussing our predictions for the Rolling Loud Orlando, very first festival, Rolling Loud Orlando.
Oh yeah.
We are going to be telling you our predictions for the lineup, which is supposed to be generational and legendary, and it is dropping tomorrow. So
I cannot wait.
We wanted to get this out there so that when all of my predictions are right, you guys know that I made the predictions before the lineup came out.
Yep.
So what do we think?
And she's always right.
And I'm always right. So let's start with Cardi. What do we think about Playboy Cardi?
He's definitely being there. They called him the King of Rolling Loud last year.
From my perspective, I definitely think Playboy Cardi will be one of the headliners. Absolutely. And I hate to say it, but I think Travis Scott is going to be a headliner too. I think Travis is a little bit tired these days and it might be time to wrap it up. But I do predict that Travis Scott will be on the lineup. What do you think about that? Do you think Travis will be on the lineup?
I think Cardi definitely. I think he's claimed his spot there for at least the next foreseeable couple Rolling Louds. And I think Travis is going to be there too, but he's also getting tired. Like, I was not that interested in Travis's set last time. I was only interested in Travis when he came out during Cardi's set.
So another thing is, for a little bit of context, this is going to be my 8th Rolling Loud. And this will be his second
Rolling Loud.
So last year, you were a witness to Cardi's legendary headlining performance.
Yep.
And how did that make you feel? What did you think of Cardi?
Literally on the way, it was day 3, we were on the way to Cardi's set, and I was like, Playboy Cardi sounds really fun. And cause like, I don't know, like Whole Lotta Red, like I got stuck in the Whole Lotta Red thing too. I didn't fuck with it at first. I thought he was a weird vampire now, and I wasn't fucking with it.
And while that's true,
it was probably the craziest, like one of the like craziest, like invigorating live performances to let you know like you're somewhere unhinged, that you're supposed to be getting fucked up and like.
Yeah, and especially with it being me, him, and our other friend Molly, we had the most amazing time. You feel the music
so fire
through your body, your heart pumps to the beat of Playboy Cardi, and there I said it.
It was so fire.
So, yes, another person that we would like to discuss today is Young Thug.
Okay, I didn't know that's where you were going next, but yeah, Young Thug.
Which, actually, he's not my third prediction, which we'll get to in a moment, although he would be my honorable mention, my fourth runner-up.
I would say Young Thug is either my third option, or Young Thug's either an option of mine or one of the runners-up. I think Travis and Cardi do have their spots secured, though. I do agree with you on that. The only other person I could see, honestly, I don't even know if I can see anyone replacing like Travis or Cardi. I think they both have their Rolling Loud spots secured for the next couple years.
Yeah. So I would say I would say my prediction is different than what I would hope it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So who would be your top 3 that you hope for?
So I'm hoping for Cardi, Thug, Lil Uzi Vert.
That is my dream lineup. That's who I was going to say. Cardi, Young Thug, and Lil Uzi Vert as the 3 headliners.
That would be the most amazing.
That would be legendary.
What I think I'm going to see, someone who could, I was trying to remember who. Someone who could possibly see replacing out Travis would be YoungBoy. I don't think he's headlining material. It's just that so many people are talking about him, and so many people went to the Massa tour, and like.
Yeah, I do hear a lot of people saying that they think that YoungBoy will be a headliner. I personally believe he will be there, and he will be a big name.
I don't think he's headlining.
But I don't think he's headlining, yeah. But I would love to see YoungBoy again, by the way.
Yep.
Your first time.
My first time. It would be my first time seeing YoungBoy.
Yeah.
It would be my first time seeing Thug. And it would be my first real time seeing Uzi. I saw Uzi on my 17th birthday, and he was supposed to be like it was a concert, and he was supposed to headline it, him and G-Eazy. and they're each supposed to have like an hour set, and Uzi was an hour and a half late and came out for 20 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, you know, I will never forget my very first Rolling Loud Miami in 2017.
I bet you've been to so many Rolling Louds.
Young Thug headlined day 3, I believe.
I'm a little sick.
And it was the most amazing time of my life. I was throwing up in the back of the crowd the whole night.
I bet you're throwing it back.
No.
Throwing up. Love you.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of people are saying that they predict YoungBoy will be one of the headliners. I don't foresee that. Although I really hope he's there. And
I saw a crazy thing that said yay. I don't know. I don't support any of the weird shit he's been doing lately, but like she thinks that because he fumbled his first Rolling Loud pop out and didn't even show up, and then you said he popped out at Lil Durk's set.
He popped out a Lil Durk set
while
after
he was
didn't even
supposed
show
to be
up.
on the main
He was
stage.
supposed to be a headliner actually, and then they replaced him with Kid Cudi.
Yep.
Kid Cudi and all the Ye fans, all the Ye Nazis were up in the front row specifically to menace Kid Cudi. And so then Kid
my
Cudi
God.
left. And then I was really disappointed. I just left after that because I'm not standing around waiting for a headliner who's not coming. And then he popped out a Lil Durk set. Imagine my surprise.
Oh my god, after you just walked out and like left already and like
But Uzi, I will say, that was weird of what Rolling Loud did last year.
you wish you brought me. We would have been at Lil Durk's set if I was there. Love you.
Lil Uzi, I do think that was very strange what Rolling Loud did last year. It's obviously really weird to put Uzi on the headliner, use his name for engagement when you haven't had any
I
communication.
think that was 23 if I'm not wrong.
2023, okay, yeah. And then 24, he just wasn't there.
Yeah.
But that was weird.
And then they retweeted the thing of them saying they fumbled. Someone tweeted that they fumbled having Uzi ever perform again. And they responded on the 9th and said, we made up. So that's why we think Uzi's a definite possibility for this Rolling Loud. Because why would they use his name and say, we made up, like, to make it a point if they're not going to be doing business?
They're not going to do that again, in my opinion. I think they learned their lesson. I mean, all of us felt the absence of Uzi there. I'll tell you that right away. That it was very obvious and noticeable and strange and bizarre to even fathom a Rolling Loud without Uzi being there whatsoever. And so I think Rolling Loud learned their lesson and they're not going to play with that again. But let's switch gears and talk about female artists. One of my favorite female artists would be Megan Thee Stallion. After what happened a few years ago, I totally understand if she doesn't want to come back to Rolling Loud after that. And also Tory Lanez needs to be arrested, but that's another.
I think he's locked up.
Oh, I don't know anything about Tory Lanez and I don't care. I'm Team Meg all the way if you haven't caught on to that. So Tory Lanez fans, click off.
I like Meg. I think she's a great artist and I think she's cool as hell. I like her a lot and I feel like she deals with a lot of bullshit.
I'll never forget when I watched Meg put on an iconic legendary performance at Rolling Loud and the dude next to me goes, I feel like she could have done more. And I'm like, I did not feel that way. I would love to have Meg back, but I don't predict she will be. There's talk about Ice Spice.
Yeah, I saw that.
She better be performing at like 2 p.m. before the gates open.
Thought I was feeling you.
You thought we was feeling, huh? Sexy Red better be there.
Oh yeah.
We met her last year. We'll insert pictures right here.
It was so much fun.
That was so much fun. She was so sweet and amazing too. And I bought her lip gloss. Predictions.
You said you think Gunna and Young Thug will be speaking by Rolling Loud if Young Thug is going to be there.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about other predictions of things that may take place at Rolling Loud, but they will because I'm saying it now and we all know about things I say. And I predict Dave Blunts is going to pop out skinny. We haven't seen him. Where has he been? Where has he been? So now refer back to this video when he does indeed pop out skinny. And skinny, like, you feel me? If he's 200-300, like, that's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to a noticeable change. So he's probably still going to be a little plump compared to normal people, but I think there's going to be a drastic change. I think he will potentially be able to stand up this time, so that'll be really exciting to see. Okay, so as Anthony just said, my other prediction is that Gunna and Young Thug will perform a song together on stage.
That's wild.
I know they're not talking right now, but they will be, and that's the fun of it, of when they pop out and have their first collab in public on stage.
So I'm not sure if I agree 100%. I think it's a possibility, and Young Thug already did show interest in speaking to Gunna at some point in the one interview. He said, like, yeah, I would probably consider talking to him
And
again.
we all know that Gunna wants to be friends with Young Thug again.
Yeah. So let's see what happens with that. Any other predictions?
How about you? Do you have any that are random and fun that might be cool?
If we do get Uzi on there, how are we not going to have Uzi and Cardi on stage together again at some point?
So that's your prediction?
You're telling me if we have Uzi on there again, we don't get that legendary fucking duo on stage together? We need that.
Uzi and Cardi on stage at the same time would
Yup.
be insane.
Yup, 2018 vibes. We need that again.
Yes. It's very much, I think, going to be 2018 vibes with Young Thug, Uzi. It did feel really out of the ordinary to have a Rolling Loud without Uzi. It just kind of doesn't make sense.
Remember when we went over the lineup and I was like, hey, babe, I'm really sad Uzi's not on here. And you said, what do you mean?
I flipped the whole house upside down just because it's so absurd.
Because the lineup came out, we went over it already, and she was like, we like talked about it, and I was like, wow, that's disappointing. And she's like, wait, what do you mean? Like, because it's such a regular thing that he's there, so like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was so surprised that Uzi wasn't on the lineup. So this year, he certainly is going to be, and he's going to headline.
I think if he's gonna be there, he would also headline, because like, I told her before, think of how many bangers Uzi has compared to like other artists. Like, so many. So absolutely many.
Okay, so to summarize, my top three, what I'm hoping for would be Young Thug, Uzi, and Cardi. But my prediction is Travis Scott, Cardi, and Uzi.
I would also want Uzi, Thug, and Cardi. I think it will be, I would agree, I think it's going to wind up being Travis, Cardi, and Young Thug, or Uzi. Or I would probably say Uzi over Young Thug is going to be a headliner.
Uzi over Young Thug.
I would be really disappointed with Youngboy, I think, as a headliner. I'm not going to be disappointed with Youngboy there. I'd love to see him live. It would be my first time seeing him live.
I'm at his set.
For a 30, 45-minute set, not the closing out Rolling Loud headlining
Not
set.
a 90-minute closing
Uh-huh.
out for the day. End with that. Okay, who is someone outlandish that maybe hasn't been there the past few years that we think could potentially be there this year?
Say if Future is going to be there again, he needs to come with better energy than last year. He's been around so long, and like he's like 40 years old or something. Like, I don't know, he's up there, but like, I don't know, he just didn't have headlining energy last year. He had energy that I've made 20 albums and then I'm ready to retire at some point.
Yeah, and I know that he's, getting old and everything,
Yeah.
but I do also feel like he could have given us a little bit more.
Yep.
I also don't think that Future is the type of person who would go to Rolling Loud without being a headliner. So I don't predict that Future will be there unless he's headlining.
Okay.
Because
that makes sense.
Future isn't the type who's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go on stage from 10:30 to 11, and then the headliner Uzi's going to come after me. I think that Future is a headliner or nothing.
Okay.
For some reason, I don't know why I think that. It's just my Rolling Loud juices flowing.
I think that's a really good statement. I think he comes with that energy.
You know who else would be iconic?
Who?
Kendrick again.
I would love to see Kendrick live. Kendrick would be absolutely fucking crazy.
Kendrick
live.
put on an amazing show in 2022, and he was on the mic like crazy. And in fact, when Kodak popped out at his set, Kodak was on the mic like crazy.
Wow.
The first time I had ever seen Kodak on the mic like crazy. Before then, I had seen Kodak a few times, and it almost seemed like, dude, like, is it you that's on the track, Because no shade, no one killed me for this. Kodak did put on a very surprising and on the mic-y performance at Kendrick's set in 2022, which was also amazing to see. And of course, we know Kendrick is a genius, so Kendrick would be amazing to see again. Ooh, what do we think about Offset? Is Offset gonna come? Not for headliner.
No, definitely not.
Will Offset
headlining.
be there?
I would like to see Offset. I would probably go and see his set.
I think Offset will be there. Will Cardi B be there?
Probably not near each other's sets if they are.
Cardi and Offset will perform a song together like the good old days.
Love you.
That's not one of my predictions. I don't think that's
and then
going
he's
to
gonna
happen.
slap Stephon Diggs on stage.
And then he's gonna give Cardi 50 million roses. I don't predict that Cardi
No.
and that Cardi B and Offset will have a set.
I know Rugrat's gonna be there. He's been building a crazy relationship with Rolling Loud because he went. Someone canceled on Friday of Miami in 24, or Saturday. They canceled, and then he got a slot on Saturday during the day, and then popped out a Kodak set at night. And then also Rolling Loud did a benefit concert in Fort Lauderdale, and they did for Hurricanes, and 1900 Rugrat was there. And then also he was at Rolling Loud LA, so I'm definitely expecting to see him there, and I'm really, really excited. I'll definitely go early as fuck if he's there.
Rugrat will totally be there, and I'm wondering if there will be someone else who will bring Rugrat out just for fun.
Yep.
Because Kodak was his own artist, but he still came out with Kendrick, and it was really, really amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kodak brought him out again, just because they
so, too.
still have a really strong relationship. After the remix drop, they still like hang out and make music and stuff. So I think Kodak's a possibility of bringing him out as well.
I totally do too.
And I hope his name's up on the slot. I hope he's not at 2 p.m. again. I hope he gets a little bit later. I hope he gets 4 p.m.
I predict
5
he
p.m.
totally will.
Oh, I think so too. With how much he's grown in the past year, I think he'll get a little bit of a later slot, and not as soon as Rolling Loud's. I was so sad that I missed his his alone set. It was the first set of the day at 2 p.m.
You thought you weren't going to see him at all, didn't you?
Yep, and then he popped out a Kodak set. I have a video about that, everyone. I have a video about that.
Follow him on Instagram for pop culture updates of all kinds: fashion, music, shows, concerts, meet and greets.
You know it.
Berkio Live on Instagram.
Come check me out.
Lil Yachty. Can I say something? I think that the culture of Rolling Loud is shifting as time goes on. When I went in 2023 for Yachty's set, no one knew how to mosh. No one knew what was going on. He was like, "Let's go, open it the fuck up." And everyone was like, "Are we leaving? Is there something like," and no one, the kids had no idea what was going on, no idea anything about moshing, no idea about raging. And Lil Yachty actually seemed like bewildered that everyone was being so weird and strange.
Lil Wayne's never coming back.
Lil Wayne's never coming back. Good thing I was front row for his headlining set in 2017.
I bet you were. Face ass.
And then some more minor predictions. I predict that in VIP, we will get to the front row. I predict that I will get my hair braided at Bunny Bay Bar for free in VIP for all you ladies that don't know. Maybe this year Anthony will try to get a tattoo.
Get a dirty tattoo.
From Rolling Loud.
I would get it on the last day, so I'm not sweating and disgusting in my new tattoo healing.
Day 1 on your forehead.
Genius.
Caribou.
Caribou may be there.
Caribou's in there and so am I. Before we end this video, I just want to let you know that I am a Florida native born and raised. This will be my 8th Rolling Loud, and I have all the hookups for everything. Anything fun to do in that weekend, any party supplies you may need, any tips, tricks, recommendations for Rolling Loud, advice, what you should bring with you, any of that, you can let me know and I will absolutely tell you everything. Thank you so much for watching, and come back to this video when you see that all of our predictions come true. Subscribe.
We out here with you, Rolling Loud.